Today I want to share with you how to make this excellent creamy conditioner, which is super moisturizing. It's a very easy recipe to make, and it has detangling properties for soft, silky and voluminous hair. The first thing we're going to need is distilled water or a hydrosol or flower water, whichever you prefer. In this case, I'm using 160 grams of rose water. We're going to add a cationic surfactant emulsifying wax. It's important that the emulsifying wax has these characteristics to make a conditioner. I'm going to use, for example, penhydramonium methosulfate 20 grams. We put it in a double boiler without letting the water come to a full boil. It will take a little while, but it will melt. When we see it melted, we can take it out of the water now. And we're going to whisk it with a milk frother or just with a fork until it's really well mixed. When it's really well mixed, we'll notice it already has that conditioner look, but it's still very liquid, so we're going to let it cool down. Once it has cooled to room temperature, we'll notice it takes on the consistency of a conditioner, and then we'll just add everything else to make it super powerful and full of beneficial properties for our hair. Now we're going to add 3 grams of calendula oil. This oil soothes irritated scalp and promotes hair follicle health. We also add 3 grams of argan oil. This oil nourishes, strengthens, adds shine and reduces frizz in hair. 5 grams of vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin attracts and retains moisture in the hair, keeping it hydrated and soft. One gram of vanilla extract or infusion. Check the ingredients because it has to be extract. It is an antioxidant and adds fragrance. We add 2 grams of panthenol. Panthenol penetrates the hair fiber, hydrating it, strengthening it, and adding shine to the hair. We are also going to add 2 grams of hydrolyzed silk. It adds shine, softness and silkiness to the hair, repairing split ends and protecting it from damage. We add 1 gram of vitamin E, which will protect the hair from environmental damage. Optional, we can add 1 gram of rose essential oil, which will provide a floral and delicate scent. Now we mix it very well. Now we're going to measure the pH before adding the preservative, because preservatives are added when the pH is below 6. For a hair conditioner, the ideal pH is usually between 4.5 and 5. Here we got a pH of 5. So we add 2 grams of preservative. EUXIL K712 is similar to the preservative Coast Guard, although Euxil has a more natural origin. Both are broad spectrum. It prevents the growth of bacteria, yeast and molds, extending the shelf life of the conditioner. It'll last us 8-12 months. Well, here we already have the conditioner finished. Look how beautiful it is. The texture is already nice and cool and ready to use. But since I want to fill this cute little bottle, it won't be enough. So I made 2 batches of this. Let's look for it. Here I have the other batch that I made. This one is still cooling down. That's why it's a little less firm than the other one. Look how beautiful it is. It has an exquisite aroma. Let's come up with something. A little bag. If you don't want to add the vanilla, the silk, the panthenol, the vitamin E, or the vegetable glycerin, you don't have to add them. What you're going to do is replace them with water or hydrosol, and what you'll end up with is a milder conditioner, without as many properties. If you skip the 2 grams of panthenol, add that to the 160 grams of water for a total of 162 grams of water,